Player of the Year in Doug McDermott.
So much attention has gone to the freshman that you haven't noticed a guy like McDermott, but he continues to be steady. 25 points per game with the defense focused on him every single night. Moves as good without the basketball as anyone I've seen. Real deal.
McDermott, the second leading scorer in the nation. Now let's pull little Peyton Manning and audible it to Omaha. Gus and Raph with the call.
Welcome to Fox Sports 1. Creighton ready to take on Butler. This is the first meeting between these two teams in nearly 4 decades, and just the 8th meeting all time, with Creighton leading the series 4-3. They last met in 1975, a 68-62 Creighton victory. And we're underway from Omaha. As Peyton Manning would say, Omaha, Omaha, Omaha.
He has some receivers right now. He goes, shots at Butler.
So here's a chance to watch this man, folks. Mr. McDermott working inside, averaging 25 a game, and he gets an easy one to start it off.
He creates so many problems in mid-post, low post, turns, and a threat.
So Butler, 10-6, 0-4 in conference play, coming off a 76-73 overtime loss to Georgetown. They've lost 3 of 4 conference games in overtime.
Painful, deep, Fromm.
Fromm struggled with his jump shot earlier this season, but he feels like he's starting to get it back. Had a nice game against Purdue. Now McDermott.
Always busy, Gus. A lot of screens. He wants in the low box area.
Woods guarding him. McDermott facing cross court. That one off the heel of the rim. Dingman comes in for Grant Gibbs, who's out for a month with a dislocated kneecap. Woods wheeling inside, the runner short. Picked up, blocked, loose ball, and here comes Creighton.
This is where they're tough in the early. Cut to the box, look opposite, spread the floor.
McDermott drops up, tried to get Woods in the air, can't do it, loose ball. And the Big East leading rebounder clears it.
What are you going to have this kid? What a quick release. Dunham.
Dunham, third leading scorer in the Big East.
A lot of ball screens and slips. Very active. Used the whole floor.
Chapman, point guard, has started every game in his career. And he'll hit his first shot.
They play with such confidence, don't they?
Yes, they do.
He shoots 41 from the field, 44 from 3.
Creighton, the leading three-point shooting team in the nation, a tick better than Gonzaga.
Incredible when you think of it. And a lot of weapons.
Kellen Dunham, fadeaway. Uh-oh.
Right there, though. Right there.
Chapman in traffic. We'll peel it back, start the offense.
He beats you up inside, then he brings it outside.
McDermott, great ball fake.
Great footwork. A little lingerie on the deck, Gustavo. By the way, it's free beverage night here.
So Creighton out to an early 7-0 lead.
There's a lot of bumps and fades. Dunham really understands the quick catch and shoot kid. Huh? You like that, little Reggie Miller?
I love this kid. Kellen Dunham, Indiana schoolboy scoring champion, committed to Butler as a sophomore. Chapman.
Really got to hug the big Raggy outside. But he and the big fella on the same side, tough.
McDermott again, this time with the left hand. Dingman with the rebound. Deep. Groggy. He's not groggy. He's groggy.
He makes it groggy. Goodness, the crowd rises up. I mean, this kid, good coverage, good challenge. Whew. Doesn't matter.
60-second three-point field goal made for Groggy, and Marshall quieting things down a bit. He goes to work hard for Butler, especially inside. Second leading scorer on the team. Chapman turns the corner to kick. Dingman short.
Dingman, good shooter too from 3. They really spread you.
40% career for Dingman. Barlow pick and roll. He won't shoot it from the perimeter. Marshall posting. Inside, left hand. Snatch down. McDermott.
Screen, rescreen. Boy, good coverage defensively by Woods.
Got a mismatch here. McDermott wants the ball. Maniga gives it to him. Maniga, a three. That's a brick. Snatched down by Marshall.
That's why McDermott's fun to play with. He gives it up. He doesn't force shots.
Got him. Rolling. And a foul up top.
That's what's improved his game, but the one thing, the other end, the counter can beat you in the low box area, take you to school, and kill you with the quick release. Turn, square, nylon deep, and how about this guy? Did you say Groggy? He is some unerring deep shooter.
And welcome back to Fox College Hoops presentation of Big East basketball, brought to you by New York Life Insurance Company. 10-5, Creighton at home, looking for their 10th home win, leading Butler. And 5 of Butler's 6 losses, coach, have been by a total of 15 points. They lost by a deuce to LSU. They lost by 2 to Oklahoma State, plus 3 overtime losses at home in conference play to Villanova, DePaul, and Georgetown.
I've been at or watched every one of them, and it's a play away. Make it a free throw, make it an open jumper regulation. It has been tough. Brandon Miller, he has seen some tough games in his assistant coaching career. It's just tough to go through, but loves the character of his kids. They come ready every day, he said.
Talking to the Creighton coaches during their shoot-around today, more than one came up and said, we are scared to death of Butler because they're ready to break out.
And they are a tough-minded team. 15 points, my goodness. Separating 4 games, amazing.
Marshall couldn't make the catch inside, ball squirts out, Fromm tracks it down.
The Butler's a goody team. It's a culture with this program. So many terrific coaches and kids. The baseline rub, screen. This kid is always moving. Dunham.
Barlow, back to Dunham, 13 to shoot. He crosses over, pulls up, mid-range, short. Chapman the other way with speed.
Got to be careful of the early offense. Nice job by Butler.
And an offensive foul, good call. Ryan O'Connell standing right in front of the play as Chapman pushed off. He picks up his first.
Some excellent defense, too, to take that baseline away.
So Greg McDermott, 49 years old, 4th year Creighton, 14-2 this year. His 20th year as a head coach, and he was the Missouri Valley Coach of the Year in 2012-13. Finished ranked 22nd. Marshall muscling one in. Butler settling down a bit.
Nice entry pass, too.
Now Brooks from Harlem, New York, junior college transfer, on the court for Creighton. He wears number 5 with it right now.
Because he's got an aggressive style of play. Terrific penetrator, can beat his guy. I think the best one-on-one player on the team. Nice curl. Second it.
You're getting a chance to see something special, folks, in this kid. Dougie has a chance to maybe score 3,000 points in his career.
It's incredible. A little down screen. And they get Marshall, I think. But the activity, talking to John Paxson, general manager of the Chicago Bulls, all the things that this kid does to keep himself active, so fundamental, great understanding and feel. And he'll go 7-8 minutes without taking a shot if it's not a good one. Keeps everybody involved.
Preseason Big East Player of the Year. 2-time All-American.
Here's that slice cut, guys, to get into the box.
McDermott posting. Manigo. Snatched down by Woods. It's going to be an interesting matchup, Coach. McDermott and Woods. Woods is long. He's going to try to make him work.
And he will. He's an excellent defender. Good reaction. A heck of a rebounder. Leads the Big East in rebounding.
Got him on the baseline. Woods, 15-footer.
He'll go right at him.
McDermott for three.
Well, that's what Gus, that's what hurts you. You get back, he's the trail guy, and they did a nice job early, but he can light it up, and they find him.
He's got 9. He averages 25 at 35 in the last game against Xavier. Jarvis checks in. He's a freshman. Brown. And he'll answer with his own three. He's a freshman. Mike Brown's son, the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
He's an offensive weapon. Very confident performer.
Brooks, Harlem drive with the left hand. That's what they do in Harlem, folks.
St. Raymond's too in the Bronx. Really good basketball.
To the bucket. Barlow, and he knocks it in.
Hangs around and bites you. What a tough kid.
Good pace to this one, 17-13.
Travis is off some good games of late.
Love the fact that McDermott loves it in the hole, coach.
He doesn't mind playing in or out.
Fadeaway jump shot.
How about that one? Wow. He's out. I mean, how do you stop this kid? There's so many spots on the floor that he can be devastating.
He's got 11.
And remember, they stopped. The dad takes him out just before the TV timeout. That slows him down a little. Tough match now with Dunham. He's got to keep busy with McDermott.
Barlow, hesitation, 12-foot fadeaway, and he buries him. 19-15, Barlow with 5. Everybody trying to chip in for Butler now.
This team brings you along for a nice drive draw. Look at this. Great penetrator, Brooks.
His coach said, I love when Brooks comes in. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but you know it's going to be something.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Dunham, guarded by Manigault.
Switching and aggressive at the point of attack.
Pick and roll Barlow again. Then to shoot. Inside. Outside Barlow. And he remains hot.
That kid, whatever it takes to beat you, he's going to give you an outstanding little point guard.
Brooks out of control, almost threw it away. McDermott rises, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 3.
Well, you came to see him. I think the fans did too. He's got range, terrific trajectory. You mentioned him in the low post area. Backs you down, and a little fadeaway for the E in horse.
Let's take a look back at Doug McDermott when he was a wee lad, as you would say, Coach, with Dad, Greg, his brother Nick. Nick's 5'10", by the way. And there's Dad. And Dougie.
I don't think the dad could take him, huh?
I don't think so.
Take him down there and teach him a little lesson. Boy, great footwork. Mentioned his ability to do everything in a simple way. The slap back 3, and this is the back down. So many areas that he can post up. Oh, amazing ability to score.
And he's built just like his dad. We were watching him in practice, walking next to each other. I mean, the same thing. Doug may have him by about an inch. Greg, not a bad player in Northern Iowa, scored 1,000 points, played overseas for a year.
He taught us something pretty well, no question about it. This kid, a whole package. He reads things so well. We'll take a look at it. His slip is showing. He reads and cuts beautifully, rim to rim, runs back and forth, either posts up or gets the 3, and we just saw a little burning toast in the low box area. A few times he can really do some damage to you.
90% free throw shooter on the season. He had a string at one point this year where he had made 45 in a row.
That's like a miss, that one. Ooh. Way he crawled in.
He has 14 points. We have 9:32 to go here in the first half. He's 5 of 7 from the field. Dunham. Along with Brown. Here's the lob. Marshall goes up high. Inside. Left hand off the glass. No. Loose ball. Sharpers with a rebound. Elijah Brown for 3.
Best time to get that 3, though. Offensive rebound kick out. Got to cover. He's the coach out there, too. You call him the play. Double high, the horn set, pick and pop.
Brooks, ill-advised shot, batted around.
Tino around the rim. He's got a lot that he can do. He's going to get better, too, in the right spot. Brooks really got strung out on that play, but this is 6'10". Goes well after screening. They lob to him, finishes strong.
Will Artino, left-hander. And who had the free throw. Creighton as a team, last year they shot 75%. This year they're shooting 75% from the free throw line. 27-18.
Kind of a little late on Fromm. This is the kid, though. Boy, does he get set fast.
Dunham.
Tough.
He has 5.
I saw Dingman earlier today. To get some rest. He's going to have to chase that kid.
Now McDermott, guarded by Marshall. Backdoor, Dingman.
How about that? He can do it all. He had 5 assists against Seton Hall. What else you need?
29-20. Brown, 16-footer. Marshall, offensive rebound, and he can't get it to stay down. Baseline, Chapman.
You can't get back and cover them all. That's the problem. Everybody running to the lane, which is a lot of coaches teach, but you got to match up on the wing because they drill that deep one.
Austin Chapman from the Colony, Texas. A foul up top. 7:33 to play here in the first half. Creighton with a 32-20 lead over Butler. All right, let's take a look at our game summary.
It's all about the ability of McDermott to feature in so many ways, and Marlowe really a solid beginning. But McDermott is the guy that does so many things. On this little set, as we take this look at the Lexus playbook, Gus, how about the understanding of where to be? He called this play. Here he is here, and the little step up by Dingman now sets it up. Pick your poison. If Dunham sort of leans in to help out, they kick for the 3. If not, he gets caught with a little advance forward, and nice Dingman back cut and the delivery, little pocket pass by the big fella.
32-20, Creighton on an 11-2 run over the last 2:05. They've hit 7 of their last 8 shots, shooting 63% from the field. Now Woods.
Got to be on him on the look at his strength now. Driving much better.
Maniga the other way. McDermott straight away. Dougie fresh. 35-20.
That's what kills you. The drift goes to the rim, the flow, and you don't cover him. Looming large at the top of the key.
He's got 17 in the first half. Now Woods. From blocked from behind, Artrina.
2 big-time defensive plays, last 2 trips by Creighton.
From with a good look this time.
Well, they look energized, Creighton, don't they?
So relaxed, coach. They look like a pro team up there.
They have a lot of confidence. No question. They run so many things. You're talking to Greg. Dyke has a lot of plays, gives them a lot of opportunities.
Nice catch. Trino with a left hand.
That's 2 assists as well for McDermott.
Butler in a danger zone now. Creighton on a 16-2 run.
He's really telling to get himself free now. Give him some touches.
Woods. His first layup, no. Dingman hauls it down. Brooks.
Look at rim to rim. Who's there? He just sprints and never stops working. Look at him. He's a kid playing like a stud. Woo!
(39-20). Creighton. Now Thursday, college basketball returns with a doubleheader beginning with the Big East basketball presented by New York Life Insurance Company as Providence takes on St. John's, and then Arizona State looks to knock off #1 ranked Arizona. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern only on Fox Sports 1.
You're getting excited watching this kid. He's the real deal, running rim to rim. Spots the opportunity here. This one makes him tough. We saw him get the 3 by delay game, the early offense. This time, getting himself under the rim and a well-deserved rest. Incredible start.
He just tied Stephon Curry for 25th on the NCAA's all-time scoring list with 2,635 points. He's got 19 in the first half. Fromm drives baseline. And the reverse goes down.
Nice after the timeout. Clear for Fromm. Pretty off the bounce.
Zach Hansen is checked in for Creighton.
Gonna be a nice player.
Here's Isaiah Zierden.
They love the ball screen and slip and get the automatic switch. Hansen's got to beg bigger.
9 to shoot. Zierden trying to create.
Good slip. Hansen. I mean, it's amazing. So many open opportunities. The way they screen and read it.
And a steal. Manigat straight to the basket.
Can't make those mistakes.
Clinic.
They were ready out of the gate.
And they're on their feet here in Omaha. Cameron Woods. Marshall.
Well, nothing easy. They really got to work for it.
But defensively, Butler has had no answers. Creighton shooting 71%.
Very tough to defend. They slip again.
Reverse layup. Hansen going to work off the bench. Big fella.
They expect a lot from him down the road.
45-24. Wide open.
Good hustle.
Barlow straight away.
A two-way takedown.
Manigat deep.
Patient, figure out defensively the scheme. Let's stay at home a little bit, read the screens better, and get through them. Everything but. Good penetration.
Inside, Hansen couldn't hold on. Barlow, he's got Marshall with him. Elijah Brown off the dribble. Rims off, snatched down. Rogge.
I've seen enough of Brown. He's a confident offensive player. Dad had enough. He wanted to get his son back in.
Creighton has hit 13 of their last 15. Big lead for the Blue Jays. A new season of The Ultimate Fighter is coming to Fox Sports 1 tomorrow, as fighters from Australia and Canada go head-to-head with national pride and a UFC contract on the line. The Ultimate Fighter Nations, Australia versus Canada, premieres tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Sports 1.
You get the feeling when you watch Creighton that you could play for them.
Pardon me?
That you could play. No, it's such a relaxed type of setup on the offensive end. You know, move the ball, give it to the open man, move your guy, read screens. They're just so solid on the offensive end. So many basic concepts. Now, Butler's got to grab hold on the defensive end now. Be solid, check out, see if they can get some opportunities, either an easy basket in transition or a patient one in the half-court set.
Deep, Rogge.
Now why? You can't move him. Oh, Travis, not alert.
48-24. Brown inside. Jarvis wraps it around to Barlow. McDermott back in with a rebound. He'll rake it and take it. McDermott. Posting now. Banging. Shows it. Dips. Short. Good defense by Woods.
Pretty solid. Tough with the long arms.
Now Woods, mid-range jumper. That's the weakness in his game. He can't get that jumper to fall. Brooks the other way. Ooh, out. And he's fouled. 1:24 to go in the first half. Back to Omaha after this.
Rob Stone here in our halftime studios, and then there were three. Find out which of the four previous unbeatens fell tonight. Plus, it was a Big East battle that went down to the wire. Highlights from our first game, St. John's and DePaul. Now back to Gus and Raph in Omaha.
All right, Rob. A lot going on in the AP Top 10. Wisconsin losing to Indiana in Bloomington this evening. We'll see Arizona on Thursday against Arizona State.
I heard Bo Ryan say today, the Wisconsin coach, it's conference time. Things happen. Unbelievable year for him, though. Every year in the hunt.
Tom Crean, big win, though, for the Hoosiers.
Got a nice young team. Up and down because of that reason, I'm sure.
48-24 our score here, 1:24 to go. In the first half, here's Brooks.
Gus, did you see that pass all the way back? That's because Woods is on the inbounder. You know, you just can't get anything around the rim.
Ball tipped out, top of the arc, McDermott.
Goodness. 3 for 3 from deep. And pounding you on the block.
Folks, the average is 25. He's got 22 in the first half.
Nice job on Dunham. They're really working hard.
Aldridge. That one sailing away. Brooks will push it. He's got Zierden on his hip. Kicks it out. Reversal. McDermott, 16-footer.
Oh, goodness. Are they patient? They know where number 3 is. Whew, what a high-level first-half performance.
Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 20 for Butler. And they have been hit by a tidal wave in this first half.
They are guarding, too. Ooh. Nice little draw, Brown. He's seen a few of those things watching his daddy coach in the NBA.
He had a big 19-point game against Villanova. And I said, well, what did your dad say to you after the game? He said, he texted me and told me what I did wrong. It was a career high. Dad, come on. Mike.
Did they get a quick deuce before it's over?
Dunham forced that one up. Not a good shot. Out of bounds. Will stay right here with 9/10 of a second to play.
Chino on the ball just to inhibit that inbounds pass. Still got a chance to catch and shoot.
And this is Dunham in the corner. And that's the end of the first half. Creighton shooting 68%. Doug McDermott, 24 points. 9 of 12 from the field, and the Blue Jays with a 53-24 halftime lead. (53-24). Creighton, McDermott with 24 in the first half. And moments ago, we had a chance to peek into the coaches' meeting. And Dad asked the question, how are they going to guard my kid?
What are they going to do? Are they going to zone? What are they going to play?
They're going to put 6 possessions on. Solo, maybe. They're going to put their head down and drive it.
What do you like first? Their ball?
Their ball.
Look out for pressure just in case.
We did give up 8 offensive rebounds. That's a good one. Just stats.
We'll see that stat chart.
All right, Gus Johnson and Coach Raftery. Nowitzki, Larry Bird. Woo. I mean, I know, but wow.
That's as good as I've seen.
Man.
One half, the line is incredible. The shot selection, there's so many ways he beats you. This is the modest post-up where he can turn it on, strong enough to turn you, runs the floor, gets in position, begs for the ball. Here, he's a perfect teammate. Little step and go, acknowledged by the pass, and in the early offense, that's what makes him an enormous package and a heck of a future. Gus, when you need a couple of bucks in the future, give him a call. I think he's going to do all right. He loves playing the game, and he's very good at it.
All right, let's take a look at the first half stats.
The big thing here is Butler really not getting untracked. I think defense is the first thing they're going to have to work on. Turnovers were fine for them, but the ability to score in the 3-second lane makes it tough when you got a guy McDermott and Butler at the same number.
Creighton, number 1 in the nation in three-point shooting. They were 7 of 12 in the first half, 58%. They're number 1 in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio, 14 assists, only 2 miscues.
Butler's a team with a lot of dignity and pride, so I would anticipate them playing their game, competing, and being careful. That's the second time. I think I really reads that denial on the wing beautifully.
Hey, Amanaga has really been playing well this season, especially when you go back to December, but defensively today, he has been all around the basketball.
A kid that picks up charges, led them the last couple of years in that area. Sort of a meat potato guy.
Marshall, along with Dunham, fires and hits.
Doesn't need much space. Got to get him perking a little bit.
He has a, how do you work your way back into this game if you're Butler?
I think you just got to play, and you know, this is the end where you just got to work. I don't know if the game is salvageable, but I think the big thing is it's about a season too. So you do your things that you've been taught. Good job staying at home. That's a tough, vulnerable pass along the baseline.
McDermott, 8 to shoot. Cross court. Dingman, he'll drive the hole. Strip, lost it. And they say that it's last touch by Creighton.
The ability to deny the basketball on the wing is just something to step and go, and that's the guy they're going to gamble on him. But here, good footwork, and look how quickly it gets organized. Bernard King had that halfway around, was ready to release it, only from the box area.
Hall of Fame player, Bernard, at Tennessee, Ernie and Bernie show, and a travel called on Woods.
Granted, great competitor. Love this kid. He'll be a heck of a coach. This is just one of those nights you get torched by one of the great players in the country. Right now, they could play with the bigs. Anybody you think is real good in this country, Creighton, could play tonight.
McDermott, top of the key. A rare miss for McDermott. Butler the other way. Woods.
Right away, McDermott right to the rim.
Chapman almost lost it. Rocky picks it up. Dingman tries. And lays it in.
Nice shot twice, and he slipped the ball the last time, but terrific pursuit of the 10. They got some players. It's just not the big guy.
Marshall curls down the lane, left hand up, and beautifully done.
He loves that left side. Likes to come back when he posts up over that right shoulder as well.
Marshall with 8, 55-29. Chapman. McDermott calling for it inside. Gets baseline and one.
Well, I know you like your Big Macs, but the rest of the menu's not bad, but he's pretty special. Nice little maneuver to get him down in that box area. He's always active, screen. Just terrific understanding of time, and they're very good at delivering the ball. Gibbs not here, terrific at feeding him, but the others really understand when he's there, acknowledge it.
It's the free throw, but Woods can't hold on to the rebound. He and Fromm miscommunicating. Tomorrow, the UFC returns to Fox Sports 1 with a full night of action, beginning with 4 epic bouts in the prelims and then the main event, including a middleweight battle between Luke Rockhold and Costa Philippou. UFC Fight Night begins tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Sports 1.
What impresses you about Creighton and just the looseness that they play their offense. Not loose in the sense of not doing it correctly, just so relaxed.
Jarvis, drop step, and he'll make it down.
There you go. They don't take bad shots either, Gus. Look at the activity.
So unselfish. McDermott facing. Cross court. Dingman slashing and foul.
It's 3 pretty good drives by Dingman who can make the threes as well. Nice to see Travis do some damage inside. They haven't been able to get much around the rim. Nice little post up, and he has played solid basketball for this team. We saw him against Villanova. 9 points against Xavier as well.
Dingman making his first start in their last game. Grant Gibbs out with that dislocated kneecap, gave him an opportunity to get more PT. There's Gibbs.
Such a mature guy when you talk to him. Rarely happy. Thought it was worse when it incurred. And glad he's going to be back. In 3 or 4 weeks.
Jarvis rolling to the hole. Forced it up and nicely done. Great touch inside for the freshman. He has 4 points all coming in the second half. Chapman spinning.
Quick, huh?
I love how the referees are giving players a continuation now. Next thing we're going to see is a 3 to make 2.
Well, next thing you can have 2 steps after the whistle. And then shoot.
What were they thinking when they had 3 to make 2?
I don't know. They're probably going to help the average for most people. But, you know, the nice thing about this team, they mix up deep shots with the dribble drive, and the refs are going to call that now. It's just one of those deals.
Chapman from the Colony, Texas, the home of Darren Williams, the great star for the New Jersey Nets and Illinois All-American.
You love him because he gets after his man. He's tough off penetration. And this is a guy that now has to take over a lot of the leadership qualities. You mentioned Grant Gibbs. Got to speak a little bit.
Eight points for Austin Chapman. Aldridge comes in. got him. Baseline, leader. From.
Nice rebound. He does a lot of nice little things. From.
Aldridge, the floater.
Gotta have that anyway, don't you?
First basket of the game. Chapman gets down the lane and draws contact. 61-35 the score. 20th ranked Creighton. Big night for Doug McDermott. Dad says, hey, you can do better, son. Do better.
How?
Some terrific seniors in the conference. 3 stars in their final season. Bryce Cotton of Providence. Markel Starks has been steady for the injury plagued Georgetown Hoyas. And Cleveland Melvin has been the go-to guy for DePaul. DePaul, another win in the conference at home against St. John's. Another senior, Grant Gibbs, as we've mentioned, injured.
Terrific player, as you well know. Great passer, great team organizer, distributor. I was at Gonzaga talking about the staff out there. Mark Few and his guys, he enjoyed them, but came back to the Midwest here and found a home. Good to see him optimistic about the end of the year. They're going to need him.
So Austin Chapman at the line, and Austin has started every game at point guard the last 2 years. He was the Missouri Valley Conference most improved player last year. When you talk about the NCAA tournament, you always want great guards.
So you need them, right? I mean, they're going to make all the decisions, get you organized, stop penetration. And they've got a couple of them. Throw Gibbs in the mix there. They got Maniga and with Brooks too. So they got 4 solid guys in the backcourt.
63-35.
Leonard's got to keep busy. Gotten much better off the bounce. Look at that quick jack. Wow, I love that. Oh, Jerry Westlake. Boom, boom. The puppy's digging in the wood.
He's got 10. McDermott now off the dribble, spinning inside, knocked away. He picks it up and finds his guard.
Always busy. You know, this guy doesn't waste too many dribbles.
McDermott sailing off, batted out, and recovered by Creighton. Looks like Dingman got a hand on it.
Heads up play. Nice get back here. They're saying it was touched. Yeah, they're just going to change it. Doug Schaus saying he was right there, and it wasn't touched. The crowd thought it was a deflection.
Substitution. Number 31, Will Artino, checking in for Ethan Robbie.
You don't detect the same level of excitement, do you, with the offense? It's total control.
And a foul. It's like over the back. Marshall still working hard inside.
Number 31, Will Artino. That's his first personal.
Their defense has been better, I think, this half. Concentrating, I'm sure. Brandon talking about digging in and showing our inners. How about this? They haven't went to the foul line? That's only amazing.
First free throw of the game for Butler. What do you know about Kyle Marshall?
Well, the Rolls Royce Phantom, huh? How about that one? You've got one of those, though. I met Rachel. I never met Jackie, though. Right?
It's in the shop.
Are you going to have to break in and get it? Or I'm sure you own it with the shoot flow, right?
Maniga. Stop and start. Nice look. Inside. This big fella can play.
He's not bad at all. That's their double high. One dives to the rim and one pops. McDermott was the popper. Artino right at the rim.
Dunham. Off the heel, long rebound, Chapman. Attacks.
Tough shot. I like Butler's attitude, Gus.
He playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Woods. Off the glass, no.
He took one of the terrific jump. Look at the run on the floor and the unselfish play.
Maniga 3. Dingman with the offensive rebound and the new shot clock for Creighton. McDermott pulls up.
Wow, is that tough to guard? I mean, you got in three-point range, the dribble drive, the post up, and now the mid-range. Well, they are really after it.
And he's got the balance of a pro. He's got Dirk Nowitzki's type balance with his offensive game.
Well, you did a lot of NBA games, and I would agree with you. I mean, early in the year, a lot of people were saying, well, you know, maybe he can't do this. He can do a lot of things that guys can't do. And the tendency of NBA people, a lot is to tell you what guys can't do.
That's right. He has 28 points. Could you imagine if he ever played for the Boston Celtics? All the first-round draft picks they had this year.
That's true. But, you know, I do think that he's going to end up talking to the pros, the scouts, some of them here tonight, in that 15 to 20. That's what they're saying, which means he'll be with a good team. I mean, he'll be able to not have to carry the total load as he gets better and stronger.
He's got a bloody knee, so he's being looked at on the Creighton bench. Charbas. And foul.
He works. He bounces, takes hits. I'm surprised they're paying this much attention to a walk-on, though. Usually you have to tape yourself when you get cut as a walk-on.
Charbas, freshman from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, Cushing Academy. Rhode Island High School Player of the Year. And a timeout on the floor called by Butler. 12:40 to go, 67-40. Time for our AT&T Impossible feat. The 73 National Championship game was all Bill Walton in a legendary performance. UCLA's dominant big man scored 44 points in their win over Memphis State, making 21 of 22 shots from the field.
Yeah, down in St. Louis. I was at that game. The big redhead. Efficient. Everything he did. Terrific passer.
I'm sure if Bill's watching this game, he's impressed with what he's seeing from Doug McDermott. 28 points on 11 of 17 shooting. 4 rebounds and 2 assists.
That's what he would like most, is the style of play, too. You know, getting up and down, ball moving, not sticking any place.
Martino.
He's tough.
Yeah. He's tough going left.
Yep. A nice addition to that front line.
He has 9.
They work with the D, too. They would be good football.
Dunham. Chases down his own rebound, can't hold on. Here comes Brooks. Right in the open court. Crosses over.
He tipped it in. How did he do that? Quick hops up.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Marshall with 11. Brooks again.
He's playing with a lot of confidence. Early in the year, not quite as solid as he is now. A little glory there.
That's Harlem. Harlem World, folks. Harlem World. 73-42.
But what a great atmosphere, too. Fans really appreciate the style of play, effective play.
4th in attendance in the country. Creighton and Marshall. Possession arrow favoring Or did he get a timeout?
Yeah, he got the timeout.
He got the timeout.
How about this? A little pastry, as our pal Al used to say. Unbelievable. A little spin at the 10. Oof.
We're gonna play a little game. Which 4G LTE map has the most coverage?
This isn't real difficult.
Really take your time. Pretty obvious to me.
It's Verizon.
Good job! No way!
Reality check. The choice is obvious. Verizon's superfast 4G LTE network is over 3 times larger than any other 4G LTE network.
I need to switch to Verizon.
Okay, that's fantastic.
That's powerful. Verizon.
Time for our New York Life Keep Good Going stats.
Pretty impressive amount of games. I saw the Nebraska game tonight. I think he could have a bushel full, don't you?
Yes.
Great shot selection. Finds his teammate, doesn't force the issue. And just fundamentally up and down, right spot, right decision.
Brown. And Hansen with a rebound. Brooks. Head up. Hansen with it on the box. Bang it. Jump hook.
He understands his back to the basket. John Chaney used to say there's not a lot of guys who are good with their back to the basket. It's an art that people don't value or possess.
We're going to see Creighton in a big game at Villanova. I can't wait to see that one, folks. Brown for 3. Brooks on the hop. Oh! And he's fouled. 9:51 to go. 75-42. All Creighton. College hoops history. Al and Allie McGuire at Marquette. UNLV's Jerry and Danny Tarkanian. Tubby and Saul Smith at Kentucky. Indiana's Bob and Pat Knight. And Valpo's Homer and Bryce Drew. Bryce is currently the head coach at his alma mater. Brother Scott, of course, is a head coach at Baylor. Some other father-son duos.
Steve's got his kid out there playing good basketball. Billy Donovan's boy, got to meet him. And Great Nielsen, pretty darn good player from what I'm told. And that's not a bad player either.
And it was funny, talking to Greg McDermott at their shoot-around today. You know, and I said to him, I mean, what is it like for your son to be so talented, have his mother's looks, talent, and brains, and your height?
He contributed something anyhow. It's a lot easier to coach your son when he's this good in a college program. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be accused of any favoritism, nepotism.
9 points for Brooks off the bench tonight. He's been wonderful.
Yeah, Creighton's one of those programs, like back where we live, a lot of people don't realize how good they've been for so long.
Woods, 2-hand rebound for McDermott. He'll outlet it to Brooks. He's got Zierden in the corner, rise and fire.
They play with a lot of confidence. They feed off the big fella. They get an open shot, they're not afraid to jack it.
Castro has come in for Butler. Fromm on the baseline. First layup, good.
But as you know, I go back to Paul Silas. We played him. Sal played Creighton. I think he had 36 rebounds against us.
36
less than record. So
he averaged
I helped
20
him.
and 20.
Well, he was something else. Terrific guy as well. Great run with the Celtics.
Quick release. McDermott. Castro crosses over and draws a bump. Count the basket.
A little late by Hansen, but
a new season of The Ultimate Fighter is coming to Fox Sports 1 tomorrow as fighters from Australia and Canada go head-to-head with national pride and a USC contract on the line. The Ultimate Fighter Nations, Australia versus Canada, premieres tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Sports 1.
Greg McManus was their famous coach, and our coach was Duty Moore. That's why we played them. And they've had some great runs with Dana Altman. Big-time program. Of course, Greg's taking it to another level.
Coach McDermott so happy here at Creighton. I said, are you a lifer? He said, no doubt about it. This is my final stop.
Oh,
inside, McDermott tried to flip it up. Woods.
Castro, young guy, trying to learn the system as well.
Castro for three. Manigo tried to save it, but steps on the baseline out of bounds. And subs coming in for Creighton. Jeffrey Grizel, as well as Bragi. Hansen takes the seat. He's played well. Fromm. Here's Brooks.
Watch Grizel play. He knows how to play too, guys. They just don't have the minutes for him. 7-footer. Bragi over there looking for a kick out. There you go.
Grizel with the follow.
Runs easily.
Dingman ready to check in for Creighton. Fromm and foul. 7:13 to go. Second half. Creighton, 20th ranked team in the country with a 78-46 lead. Welcome back to Fox College Hoops presentation of Big East basketball, brought to you by New York Life Insurance Company. Gus Johnson along with the governor, Bill Raftery. And here's a look at our game summary.
A steamroller, Gus. That's what they come out with. McDermott on fire, got them going. So efficient, valuing the ball, high field goal percentage. And really on the other side, you see Woods struggled and not getting the numbers from Dunham.
Number 4, Eric Fromm.
So Fromm at the line. He'll shoot two. Three things you want to know about Eric Fromm. Loves cold play. Rocky Balboa is a sports hero. Tuna casserole.
Tuna noodle he could have eaten in my house. That was a gourmet dish.
5 points for Fromm. Zierden getting extended minutes in this ball game. Dingman.
Well, this is really good for team morale. I also like it from a coaching standpoint.
Grizel on the baseline.
Nice, right? They all know how to play.
Off the bench with 4 points. Fromm driving again, and he is clipped and taken down. First down, Butler.
Oh, we've seen it. And no flag on the play.
His first personal foul.
Well, this is a leg hang up right in there, just not getting in the right spot. Fortunately, nobody hurt. I like the way Fromm keeps playing.
And talking to Greg McDermott about his son, Doug, he said he's going to have to call John Cal, the director of officials for the Big East, because Dougie's been getting bumped and bruised a little bit. They've been playing him physically.
Come on. He didn't say that, did he? Doug would be disappointed if his father said that.
8 points for Fromm. 80-50.
They had that double high, and both went to the 10.
Martino has a strip. Castro.
Give it up. Give it up.
Baseline. Nicely done. Dunham with 12.
They got untracked early. They guarded him extremely well. Maniga, occasionally others.
Mizell, nice catch. Brown, top of the key.
Now they're a little off sync too. When Dunham has been free, they've gone the other way with the basketball. You got to compliment the cuts and the utilization of screens with the ball arriving on time. Now this wasn't as festive a building as I anticipated with the free beverages or the cheaper beverages.
Well, you know, I think they knew we were coming, Coach. Folks, it's dollar beer night here in Omaha.
Woo. All my relatives flew in.
Castro, hard with a bounce. Elijah Brown for three.
Nice stroke. They're just going to keep playing. Oh, no, they are going to call a timeout. Excuse me.
Subs coming in for Butler, Nolan Berry, number 22. Along with Devontae Morgan, number 2, sophomore from Tampa.
Berry there in the middle. His granddad was Easy Ed McCauley. Now, I remember him, Muto, former Boston Celtic great. He's one of the pieces of the trade that got Bill Russell, instead of going to Rochester, to Boston.
What were they thinking?
Well, what they were thinking is they didn't have any money, the two owners in Rochester. So what they did, Walter Brown, the owner of the Celtics, gave them, here he is. He was a terrific player, too. You can see Hall of Fame. I met him up at the Hall of Fame. And Walter Brown promised the Harrisons a week of the circus and the ice capades.
Wow.
And they got Russell. And then there was Red Auerbach, amongst others, right?
What a deal.
Oh, goodness. A ton of Hall of Famers ensued.
So Creighton, 4 minutes and 25 seconds away from their 10th home win of the season. They've won 10 or more home games in 17 straight seasons. They're looking for their 12th straight win dating back to last year. Artino, Hansen, and one.
Great position. They work on the offensive glass. Hansen, big, strong. Look at that spin out and the work and the discard. That is just excellent pursuit.
Coach, after this game tomorrow, we'll get on a flight, head to Tucson.
I'm looking forward to it. I've watched Arizona all year long. They are a terrific basketball team. We had Arizona State early in the year. Carson, truly a great, great prospect. You're seeing him in the NBA down the road.
3:59 to go. 82-55. Now, after the game, join Fox Sports Live for full coverage of all of Tuesday's college basketball action, including number 3 Wisconsin trying to stay perfect on the road at Indiana, plus which college football stars are making a mistake by staying in school. That's tonight on Fox Sports Live, only on America's new sports network, Fox Sports 1. 82-55, Creighton. And our Land Rover player of the game, let's see.
Are you going to go out on the limb?
Yes, does be good.
That was pretty, that one. He's done a lot of great things that set him up for the fadeaway. His activity is what prevails. And you've got to match his energy, his work ethic. He comes ready to play every night or afternoon.
And having a chance to talk with Greg, his dad, he said before Doug got to college, he'd only seen like a handful of his games in high school. And he said the 4 years that he's had a chance to spend with his son, coaching his son, and just being around him has been such a special time. And he thinks that many coaches are envious of this kind of time he's had to spend with his boy.
Well, you would be too, would you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's very coachable, which certainly helps. And it's been easy for Greg to coach him.
He said he was hard on him early, freshman year, because Doug wanted to be treated equally.
A lot of guys got some minutes today. This is helpful down the road. You never know. For example, Gibbs' injury.
Tell you what, though, I like this kid here, Brooks.
Yeah, he's very talented. He's the edge guy, I think. He's confident, can take people. Coming back to that shoulder.
Hanson 3. Castro the other way. Hands it off. And rejected by Hanson.
Nice reaction. Well, they get some numbers up, don't they?
Yes, they do.
They guard, and you've got to score. Come up with some sort of a game. The inside game wouldn't hurt. And they're just going to put some subs in and keep playing.
Bluejays substitution.
Talked about Hanson earlier. He does a lot of nice things here. The last line of resistance, and Murray not elevating quite high enough, and Hanson keeps it in play with the lock off the glass, enabling to get a run out.
Mo Ogini checks in the game for Creighton. Brown.
He mixes his game up with that. Certainly going to help him. You know he can stick the deep one.
He has 8. Tough road so far for Butler in the Big East. They'll fall to 0-5 in conference play.
You got to think those tough games have an impact too psychologically. Now they'll regroup though. Then he's been down the road, high character kids. This was just unbelievable how they come out of the gate swinging. Great.
Across the lane and up off the mark for Morgan. Dingman, he's been very solid.
He is. He started out defensively too. Trying to keep Dunham under control. Major factor in Butler's offense.
Isaiah Searden. Timeout, Butler.
The nice basket off the bench. His first bucket of the game. What do you do now, Brandon Miller?
You know what? It's all about how the next meeting after the game, what you say, what you do when you get your team back on campus. As I said, I think it's a lot easier in this case because they have obviously a great culture, the type of kids they want to have play for them, and I think they'll respond. Just taking one on the chin.
.117 to go. 86-58. Ogini, jump hook. Giselle keeps it alive and sticks it back in.
The size prevails.
He's played well.
He has.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Total domination for the Creighton Bluejays. Castro.
Well, that's not the kind of offense they normally run. Because at this point in the game, I guess everybody, it's my opportunity.
Coming up for Butler. They'll be at home to take on Marquette. Then they're at Providence, St. John's at home, and then at Seton Hall. For Creighton. At Providence, their next game. Followed by the big one at Villanova on the 20th of January. Georgetown here, St. John's here. Inside. Oh, pretty little layup by Devontae Morgan. But when it's all said and done, Creighton picks up their 10th home win of the season. They improved their overall record to 15-2. 5-0 in conference play. The final, 88-60 Creighton. Now let's go to Fox Sports Live.